Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope it turns into a happy weekend. Welcome to Altcoin Buzz Trading. We are going to be discussing Bitcoin, Solana, BNB. We're going to be discussing these until the market fails or breaks out, and then our hot coin of the day. So stay tuned for that. BTC getting a little bit more volatile here, unfortunately. Was hoping it would be a little more stable, but that's not the case. We're still going through the motions here. Just a bunch of random action. Really not much tight action anymore, which isn't the end of the world, but it's not as bullish as we were when we were having this action. This was looking a lot better. So you see, here we had very tight price action, low volume. Obviously, that was a weekend. Coming back in, and then we just got really wide, not super loose. You look at the daily time frame, it makes things look a lot better. So you can see how wide we were over here while we were distributing on the way down. We got a little tighter as we went up, and we're getting a little bit wider on the way down. So now we have to see what this price action brings in the daily time frame. We're looking at the 2 hour here, but you got to look at the daily for really the major direction and the summary of the moves. Okay, you can have candles that are bullish, that are actually bearish, and bearish that are actually bullish, but you can kind of watch out for those. But in this regard, we still have the double bottom with the cup and handle. I think this is a great chart pattern. I think that there's a good possibility that things do move in an upwardly direction, at least attempt it. They could attempt it and come right back down. That's always a possibility because we're not really concise here. If we were a little more concise, I'd feel a little more bullish, but we just seem to keep being able to drift lower, and that is not the sign of a great bullish market. But at the same time, we're also not moving lower. So I don't think we're really that bad. All right, let's take a look at Solana. Much of the same here. Solana nice and sideways. We did get down yesterday, and we're able to come right back. So that's pretty good. Volume aggregation tool in the 2 hours basically flat. Daily time frame volume aggregation tool is really low. Buyers and sellers down to really low areas. You see over here this flat area of the volume aggregation tool before we get this big influx of buying pressure. That's kind of where we are. So the question is, we're just starting this, so are we going to go sideways for a couple of months? It's hard to tell exactly, but if we go back to where this was sideways, way down here at 20 bucks. That's crazy. 20 bucks for 169, huh? Yeah, mortgage a house and put it on that, right? So we're in a good spot. We're in good company in terms of volume and stuff, but we're at a much higher clip. And ideally, I don't mind chopping around here for a little bit, but ideally we don't go that low for that long. We can come back up because we are in a larger uptrend. You have to keep that in mind. And then BNB, very similar situation. This one is kind of has been a little low and slow on the volume aggregation tool, but if you look at my left chart, you notice there's a triangle, and we're kind of pinching in the very tail end of it, and just trying to get this chart to look good. So here we have this large consolidation. Right now we are wedging ourselves higher. If you can see, this is the most price action we have at about the $600 level. Up here, we have a couple attempts here. It's 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 5 or 6 days. Now we've been able to stay up here for a while. I can't even count that high that quick. 10 days. So 10 days up here in this area for BNB. So ideally, I'd like, I guess Bitcoin's kind of doing that. We're not, I guess we are pretty high. We're kind of doing that a little bit too, right? We're holding sideways. So I'm not backing away from the bullish tinge of this market. It does look very good, and it can always fail at the same time, but that's part of trading. You're not going to get away from that. Sorry, you're just not. You're going to be nervous before you take big positions. You're going to be nervous right when it breaks out on the early breakout. You're going to be nervous no matter what. So just do the right thing on the chart, throw the nervousness away, and you got yourself a trade. All right, and then our hot coin of the day is not USDT. No, that's the symbol, NOT USDT. What's it called? It's called Notcoin, obviously. So not here. I looked at this one, I think yesterday, the day before, drew the trend line. My dog's bugging me here. Moved up a little bit, and then pulling back here, but not in bad fashion. The volume is actually really low. Volume aggregation tool doesn't even register it as selling pressure, and I think this is doing pretty good. The volume in this is excellent. We just have to wait to see if it's going to do something. So here you could have bought over this horizontal, and I still think you can wait here for some other type of horizontal to form, and then maybe buy over that if you're interested in this token. So far, it's a newer token. It's staying on top of these, on top of the hot crypto list. So those are worth paying attention to. And this isn't some token that's just living lower. This has big volume. It is continuing to go higher, even as it looks like it has some distribution to some of these candles. It's not backing away. So I think in this situation, you just got to stay with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you Monday on Altcoin Buzz Trading.